Welcome back, everyone, to another episode on Celebrity Harvey TV. So we're going to get right into it. A prayer of devotion to Yahweh Yahshua. Thank you, Yahweh Yahshua, for giving us our senses to see another day and to listen as well. Thank you for your continuous protection from all evil eyes, and so it is. Inshallah Bismillah, thank you for the blessings that you have in store for me and favor over my life. Alleluia. In Yahweh and Yahshua name, amen. So, what we gonna hit them with them. The subject today is, it's hard to be angry or envious when your heart is filled with gratitude. So, those of you who know me personally, I always happy-go-lucky, I lead with love. I can look past situations and things and I have overcome situations and things that at first people did not understand how I was able to cope with them, because everything that the enemy was throwing at me, it was being blocked, it was being detoured, it was being annihilated, obliterated, it was being exposed, it was being revealed. So I still don't have any angry in my heart or any envious to anybody who did this to me. And I hope my viewers don't either. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk through a process of learning how to cope with situations and circumstances that may try to alter or change your attitude. So it's certain songs, like I was singing this morning, I woke up singing India Ari, The Little Things. So we're grateful and everything, and like our energy is moving in that essence of being grateful, because it's the energy, it's something that we exude. Like, you can't hide when you're sad, you can't hide when you're depressed. It's the energy that people could feel. You can't hide when you're happy. You could try to hide it, but it's gonna exude. So even if you're around people that's not, you better run away from them, because they're gonna try to bring snatch your happiness away. Like, what are you smiling for? What are you so happy? Because they have not found even the little things to be grateful for. So when you're moving with the spirit of discernment in your life, you know that everything is happening for you and not to you. So you don't even fret when someone thinks they're doing something deliberate or, having evil eye, wicked intentions on you, because you're being protected. You're being protected because God will reveal and remove. So either remove you or remove them, and also reveal what the plot that they have for you. So they don't win, but you win, because it got dismissed. It never even penetrated. It never even got close to touch you. That's why they say, Lord, please make my enemy my footstool. Because the enemy can invite you somewhere really for destruction for your life, but then God ends up elevating your life right in front of the enemy's face. Let me speak. So yes, God would checkmate the enemy every single time. So for us to walk around, with a victim mentality, or try to always woe me and this happened, and everything, a lot of things happen to a lot of different people. You think you have it bad until you listen to someone else's testimony. Then you say, whoa, God, let me chill. Or you may be thinking somebody like, oh, how she get all that? How she do all that? Or how he do all this? How he do all that? And I didn't do that. I didn't get a chance to do it, or I want to be in that position. Let me tell you, you don't know the sacrifice that person made. You don't know the blood, sweat, and tears that was done in the process in order to climb and to not give up and to be resilient, to be where they are. So people are just looking on the outside and not knowing what's on the inside of people. Like they say, don't judge a book by its cover, because you don't know how many fires, how many storms, how many trials and tribulations from this person out their mother's womb has been through, and still could stand with their head held high and look nothing like what they've been through. Hallelujah. I guess I'm speaking about myself right now, because I've actually can attest for these things, okay? So that's why when I look over my life and I think things over, I'm actually saying lyrics to a song. I can truly say that I've been blessed. I got a testimony, because God has been so good to me. Like my life is so beautiful. Like, I don't have nothing wrong with my life. My life is perfect with God, because God is number one in my life. So with God, because there's no situation that God is not going to work. I'm talking about there's nothing that's too big for God. God will handle whatever situation that you're facing. I don't care what it is. It could be at work. It could be at home with the family. It could be in your mind, in your self-esteem. It could be dealing with a disability, dealing with a deformity. It could be, because I have a deformity. People would never know it, but people judge me just based on what I look like and would never think like that I might have a disability or a deformity. And we'll get into that later, and I'll share it with you because it's something that's very tender to me, very dear. And, you know, God make everybody in his image and his likeness. So God made me exactly how he want me to be. So, and I'm grateful, because I'm grateful that I even have feet to walk, because I was a baby that wasn't supposed to walk. I think I said this before. Like, they was like, I don't know how a celebrity gonna walk, because that's not even. That's not lining up correctly. So, like, they don't, beyond being bow-legged, beyond being knock-kneed, like, how's she gonna be able to stand up on her feet? I'm not only walking, I'm running. Through the midst of it all, I'm so grateful that I'm not knock-kneed. I'm not bow-legged. Well, a little bit bow-legged, but just slightly, because that runs in my family. So what I'm saying is, I'm grateful for what I do. I'm grateful for what I do have, because God don't make no mistakes. God don't put you in a position, in a place in life. You wouldn't even been born if you was a mistake. Okay, I'm speaking real tough right now, because I'm speaking to myself. So I hope other people can relate to me, because sometimes, you know, people may have said that to you. Maybe a parent said this to you, or you may have heard this from somebody else because they were just talking slick. But I'm speaking from the truth right now. I'm speaking from the heart, okay? So what I'm saying is, I don't hold no envy in my heart. None. Because I'm so grateful. Even if somebody do something wrong to me, I'm grateful, because God pop up, God is the real pop out. God pop out and show out. Like, I know when I get dressed, I be popping out. When I pop out, make it look sexy, like Kendrick Lamar said, you know. But no, ain't no pop out like God's pop out. When God pop out, let me tell you something. Situations change fast. I'm talking about something that you was even concerned about or worried about. Let me tell you something. Gotta turn around fast. Faster than you can even think. The whole time you worried about it, but it's already worked out. Where they do that at? Yahweh, Yahshua. That's where they do that at. So I've been like this since I was a kid. You can ask anybody. I've been on this path since I was a kid, even when I came out of my mama's room. My mama, they didn't even understand, like, celebrity is advanced. She's too intelligent. She's smart. How is her intuition like this? How is she a kid and she knows what's going to happen before it happens? How does she know what we're doing and we're trying to hide what we're doing, but she still can see what we're doing? Like, I was able to assess situations and see clearly of situations as a young kid. Now as an adult, those senses has been sharpened and more keen. So I'm more highly aware. Now what they say, hindsight 2020. If I could look back, the things that I knew then, or the things that I knew then, that people were trying to gaslight me and pull wool over my eyes and make it seem like it's something else. Who ended up being right? I did, because God revealed to me then what was going on, but they were like, I don't know. Come to find out, that's exactly what was going on. That's exactly what happened. They just couldn't believe that a kid, I can remember those things. So don't have no angry, no envious in your heart. Just stay filled with gratitude, because, like, you should be grateful that you got a toilet to do your business in every morning. You should be grateful that you got a key to unlock your door. You should be grateful that you even have a car. I don't care if you just quit a job, lost a job, don't work. Being grateful for open up your refrigerator, having food in your refrigerator. Checking your bank account. I love when I check my bank account and I see money in there. I'll be like, never, NBA, never broke again. I'll be like, snap, 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 poetry, honey. So even if you're an entrepreneur and, you know, you're perfecting your craft and whatever due to your heart, even if you're, you know, slow and steady wins the race. They, you know, like they said, they ain't seen the best singer sing. I mean, they ain't heard the best singer sing. They ain't seen the best actor act. You know, we all think it's that until we see something else that's different and like, oh, I didn't know it could get greater than that. Like, where I'm at now is gorgeous, it's beautiful. But I know God has more for me. So I'm just like, okay, God, if you could put me here, you could bless me with this type of vehicle, if you could put this type of career in my life, if you could put this type of relationship in my life, that's ordained by you, Lord. I just can imagine the wonders that you could work coming in the future, with me being protected, always being at the right place at the right time, with, you know, see, these are things that we have to pray for. Like when I'm in my car, I tell myself, no car accidents, no getting put up by the police. And I don't get in no accidents, and I don't get put up by the police. So if I did get hit, somebody hit me. Like literally, that's happened before, like a couple times. I don't run into nobody. I don't hit nobody. So, and then when those things happen, that's because I had certain entities and entities around me that was preying on my downfall. Preying, not this one. They were prey. Okay, so once I peep game on that, let me eliminate that. Let me get rid of that. As a matter of fact, let me go confront it and then eliminate it. Because sometimes people need to know that you know what they up to and what they've been doing. You know, you call them out and you leave it there. Because you can't go on in your life and your future with harboring any type of resentment, any type of what they call if you could do it over, would you do it? No. God had this is already written. Only thing I could do now is be in control of my attitude, my decision making, and how I feel about situations. That's the only thing I'm in control of. God is in control of everything else. And if I don't feel like I'm in control of myself, that's when I lean on God's strength, because sometimes I'm not always strong to handle anything on my own. And only thing that I can say that has been consistent in my life is Yahweh Yahshua. So just with that being said, I don't have any, and I just want my viewers to know the same thing. Like, go out in your daily habits. You know, if someone cut you off and you're driving, let them go. It's not worth it. It ain't worth it to be bang, 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 hang, hang, hang. No. One time I was on my way to work, and this is in St. Louis, and this lady, my neighbor, she's my backyard neighbor, she'll watch me leave every morning for work, and she see me rushing. I'm talking about rushing. One day she stepped out on the patio, and she spoke to me. Hey, celebrity. I was like, how you doing? I forgot her name, but trust me, I love this lady. So, and it's on the south side of St. Louis. So she said, you rushing? I said, yeah. I said, I'm going to relax. She said, let me tell you something. She said, don't rush nowhere. She said, when you get there is when you get there. She said, because you could be rushing to an accident. I was like taken back, because I didn't even know that the lady had been watching me. I mean, of course, she go and feed her dog and water her plants or whatever, but I didn't know that she was paying attention to me. You know, and she said, yeah, I see you every day. You leaving for work and you rushing out the door. She said, no. She said, you know, if anything, get your timing together. And she said, other than that, she said, don't rush for that job, because you get in an accident going to that job. It is a shout out to all the entrepreneurs, because I'm an entrepreneur. I've been one since 2000. Is it 16 or 17 to be specific? But I started buying the items for my business in 16, and then the store opened up in about time, I believe 2017. So for all the entrepreneurs out there, you know, people that's doing their content, using their creativity to make money, keep doing it, you know? And whoever is hating on you, I hate using that word. That word is overused. That word is oversaturated, it's overused, okay? Whoever is giving the energy of dislikement or whatever, back up and get away from him as quickly as possible. When God revealed to you, don't second guess it, because we're not in control. We can only be in control of so many things. Like, just, you know, God control everything. Like, God is in control of everything. God is in control. Like, when you realize how much God is in control, like, you relinquish all control. You like, okay, God, you driving the car, you the captain of the ship. I only have my license, but Jesus take the wheel. So it's like, you know, things gonna happen. People gonna be who they are. We can't control that, but what we can control is how we react, how we feel towards it. So my thing to everyone and everybody, in essence, all over the world, don't harbor no resentment in your heart. Don't harbor no anger. Don't have an envious soul, envious spirit towards nobody, because you just don't know you don't know. You see somebody shine, you see they shine, but you don't know they grind. You don't even know how many years they've been working. Some people have been working literally. People ask me how long I've been working, and I be having to keep it real with some people because some people just would never understand. But I've literally been working since I was 5 years old. So I'm talking about household chores, cooking and cleaning, taking care of younger sibling. I can remember since I was 5. That's how long I've been working, putting in work. Yeah. So, not just take care of younger sibling, taking care of younger cousins, being a babysitter, like being a latchkey kid, making sure the house didn't burn down. So, you know, y'all see the glory, but y'all don't see the struggle. Y'all don't see the pain that's behind the scenes. Y'all see is like, that's why sometimes I just like to get straight to it with the people that's watching me. Like, let's tell you straight up, this was going on, this was happening, but I have to build more viewers, which is gonna get built, because I'm not concerned about the people that I particularly know, because the people that you know sometimes will not be your biggest supporters. It's the people that don't know you. I wanna touch the people that's around the world. My message is gonna touch people around the world on how to cope with when someone's envious towards you, how to cope with, when somebody has anger towards you because God ordained something for your life. The only thing that you could do is turn to God and talk to God about it, because guess what? God already seen it. God already heard it. God knows their heart. God knows their spirit. God knows exactly how they feel about you. They can't hide their heart. They can hide behind a fake smile. They can hide behind a fake laugh. They can hide behind a fake gesture. They can hide behind a fake invitation. They can hide behind all this fakeness, but trust me, it will be revealed. Whoever I'm talking to right now, y'all know, because y'all can relate to my story. And whoever is the person that is envious or angry towards someone, please break that from your heart and spirit, because it's going to wear on your face. Anger, bitter, resentment, you'll look like it. I see a lot of people that, even old and young, I can't just say old. I see some young people, I'm young still as well. That's my business how young I am, but y'all find out later on, okay? So I see the young and I see some people middle, old, age, everything, of all looking wore out, toe up, and looking like what they've been through. Not because it's that time for them, because they haven't came out of that season, but because they still carrying that anger, that resentment, and it shows on their face. It comes out in their facial expressions. It comes out in their doings. They even go to sleep with a screwed up face. Like, how you go to bed with a chopped up screwed face? No, you need to rest easy and pretty. You know what I mean? With that being said, you got to take care of yourself. Mentally, physically, spiritually. You can't, nobody's coming to save you besides Yahweh Yahshua. That's the only person going to ever save you. Even when a physical person does something for you, that's because God put it on their heart to do it for you. Especially when it's unlikely for them to do those things. People don't understand how God will move through them. God will move through the enemy and have them take care of his child. That's exactly what they mean by the enemy. Let the enemy be your footstool, because they're the whole time this person, they hate to love you, but they love you. Ain't this crazy? You hate to love me, but you love me. So even when you want to say no, or you don't want to do it, or you don't want to love me, you still got to love me, because it's in your heart. Even though you have some type of anger, resentment towards me, you still love me because I never did nothing to you. Whatever your plot and your plan was, it didn't go through. That's why you harbor and hold the anger and the resentment. So we're going to wrap it up. I just want everybody to think about, if they themselves harbor any anger or resentment towards anybody that ill-willed them back in the past or in the present future today, or is getting done like that right now. All we can do is be in control of ourselves, how we feel about the situation, and know that it's working for our highest good. Because none of this wouldn't happen if it wasn't trying to push us in the direction where we're supposed to be. Like, when things get revealed, it's not a shock to me. When things get it's not like, oh, I already knew that, I knew that. No, I don't know everything that's going to happen. No, but it's not a shock to me, because humans don't surprise me. People don't surprise me with what they do. That's why they say don't put nothing past nobody. Only trust God. Don't trust men. You trust men, and men will disappoint you every single time. Even my man, I tell him, baby, you not even, you lucky if you number 3. It's Yahweh and Yahshua, okay? Then come you, okay? No, I take that back. He not even number 3. It's me, Yahweh, Yahshua, me, and then it's you, okay? The Holy Trinity, okay? And then the baby, Holy Trinity, all this stuff, No. So everybody with that, closing out on that note, love, hugs, no drugs, keep the peace. Stay out the heat because it's too hot. Protect your skin. Wear some sunblock because I know it's going to be a hot summer. Okay? Fuego, blazing. And try to keep your temperament, your attitude aligned with God. And everything is going to go exactly as planned according to God's will. Because God's not going to put you no place he don't want you to be. God will take you out of the pit and put you in the palace. Trust me, I know. Going from the pit to the palace. So, toodles everyone.